Hey everybody, today I want to do a quick video on a project I'm working on at my house. This is our greenhouse that we started this year. We want to do some outside plantings. Our lower garden is all raised beds. I built, I'm going to say 10 years ago with pressure treated 2 by 10s and 2 by 12s. I built them pretty rugged too with cross members in them and everything else, and they just don't last. 8 or 9 years down the road you're repairing them. I got a couple that are probably going to blow right out and I'm going to have to rebuild them. So we've done some flower gardens in front of storefronts and stuff in these before. I like the idea of it because we can go under them with forks and move them out of the way for winter, and then go back in the spring, put them back in place. They put them in front of stores and stuff instead of having just a curb there. They want something that looks decent. So we've got some that are probably 4 years old that look just like they're brand new. We also had one of these for our dogs in their dog kennel that we used to fill with water. They'd jump in on a hot day. That one's probably 10 plus years old and it looks just like these new ones. This galvanized really does last, so we decided I want to do raised beds around this greenhouse. And what we're going to do is we're going to put onions, spinach, and carrots in these, so I needed a little bit of depth for some of them. But we're going to try this. We bought these. They're not cheap, but I believe these will last, 15 plus years before there's any issues, if even longer. So the project today is going to be putting these in place, filling them, and we're going to screen some special soil for them, and we'll show that too. So what I did is I took a shovel, marked, we put them where my wife wanted them. And now what I'm doing is, I don't care if they're perfectly level, but I want it somewhat level, so I dug this one in. I don't want the water to go to one end. I will have to drill a couple holes in the bottom so that if it downpours or something like that, it has a place to go. Normally you don't have a problem. The ones we put flowers in a few years ago, we had a lot of rain for like 6 days straight, and we noticed they did fill up pretty good, so I drilled them and they've been fine ever since. So we're just going to drill these, but I wanted to show how we're just leveling them a little bit. We're up in the landscape yard now, and this is what I sell as gardening soil. Like if someone's going to put a garden in and there's no real organics at the house, I'll haul this in and rototill this in after I rototill what they've got there. This makes a you take this 2-inch screen stuff, and this will make a real good garden soil as far as if you're putting it in a planter. The problem I got, like this greenhouse thing we're playing with right now, potting soil is good for the potting soil. That's about all. You buy, like a lot of your hanging plants you'll see at Home Depot, Lowe's, places, big box stores. You got to water them every day. You forget one day and it will dry it out because it doesn't really have real soil in it. Everything we're planting, I'm trying to come up with a mixture like this that's going to hold moisture for 2 to 3 days, just in case you hang one on your farmer's porch and I get busy, my wife gets busy, you might forget to water it for a day or two. And like I said, people will show up, my kids will show up, and they'll hand my wife a hanging plant, and a lot of times we'll replant it because of the soil that it was planted in at these big box stores. It really is just light. It's got a lot of moss, peat moss in it and stuff like that, but problem with that is it doesn't retain its moisture. You water it and you'll watch it come right out the bottom. To me, they should, I know why they don't do it, because of the weight, because the stuff's being shipped and all that. But like, if everything we do through our greenhouse is going to be planted, I'll grow and plant this mix, but like anything we plant for somebody or sell, even if I decide to do hanging plants later on, I'm going to put it in a soil that if you water it, you're probably going to be good for 2, 3, 4 days. So, but I'll show you this working, and then ain't brain surgery. You just dump it, and then where it doesn't have anything vibrating it, I'll just bang the top with the bucket, and it works real good. But we'll do a quick video on it. walk over and I'll show you. You put that through probably one more time, you'll just have stone left, stone and sticks. But this makes a good gardening soil. Nice worms in it too, so this is real good stuff. A lot of this is stuff that I dig out when I do ditching and stuff like that. If I run into an area that's looks like there's a lot of loam organics in it, rotted leaves and whatnot, I found this is a real good soil. But this is what we're going to put in those planter boxes. I wanted to show you this morning, and then we'll go and fill those things up. I'm using my little BX tractor this morning because I want to be able to get right in near the greenhouse to put this stuff in without handling it 2 or 3 times. I like showcasing this little BX tractor. It's a BX 1870. I believe it's a 2017. I bought this used from one of my customers that had it with a snowblower on it. Did have the bucket, but he ran it basically with a snowblower. But I bought this thinking, I'm gonna probably hate it, but it was a decent deal when I got it, so I got it. And the first year I had this, I put 164 hours on it through the business. In less than this is my 3rd summer with it, and it's probably, I think I'm gonna have well over 300 hours on it since I bought it. I bought it with like 64 hours, so it was a good deal. I had a belly mower, but I just want to, I hate to say it, another thing in my video, but don't ever be afraid to buy one of these. All right, the planters are all filled with soil, planted, and I'll show you what I put in them. These are marigolds we started in the greenhouse. These are flowers my daughter dropped off with my wife today for Mother's Day, but we mixed the marigolds in with it. This is spinach we started in the greenhouse. These are onions that we started from the greenhouse, and these are onion sets that I had bought. I want to try them. So this one's got a whole variety of onions in it. So we'll see how this goes, but I think it will be pretty cool. We're going to end this video. I just wanted to show these because these are a good alternative to wooden raised beds. Pressure treated lumber right now, if I counted my time for anything, this probably would have cost me about the same amount of money to build with pressure treated lumber right now. My experience with the pressure treated lumber is that I'm only getting about 8 to 10 years out of them, and I build them very good with cross members and everything, and they still tend to rot and pull apart. So we've been using these for planters in front of storefronts and stuff to put flowers and stuff in for 4 or 5 years now. I actually have one of these that we had in a dog kennel, I said earlier in the video. We're thinking today that's probably 10 plus years old, and it still looks just like it's brand new. So that was another reason that we started using these. But it's a good alternative. Like I said, price wise, someone that doesn't have the ability to build a raised bed planter, these are a good alternative to that. We're going to use more of them, but they are pricey. I'm not going to lie to you. And this is new to us this year, the greenhouse and everything. We're going to try, but I want to do everything on this greenhouse and around this greenhouse once, do it right and do it once. That's my big thing. And I believe these will last a long time. You'll know in future videos. So, if you like my content, please like and subscribe. That's how we're going to grow this channel. Thanks for watching.